Welcome, everyone. I'm the retiree. This is a live music podcast coming to you from Southeast Georgia, near Savannah, Georgia. It's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm going to open with a song I always open my shows with. It's an original song called Art of the Craft. A little bit of art, a lot of craft. All right, you ready? Here it goes. One more time. I hope everyone is having a great evening tonight here. I'm the Retiree Live, and I see some people in the chat already. I see Jane Chanel is in the chat. Hello, Jane. Hope you're doing well. It's 10 after 8 p.m. here Eastern Standard Time. I'm in this time zone, Eastern Standard Time. Here every Sunday from 8 to 9 p.m. I'm the Retiree Live. If you want to join the chat, click on the little open app. It's like a little circle. Looks like a white football in the right-hand corner. Join the chat so you can see what other people are saying about everything. Here's another song I usually follow up, that Art of the Craft. I hope you like that song. I get a good response from it. Art of the Craft. Can everybody see me? All right. This is just in honor of our great nation here. Let's play the song. It's called America the Beautiful. All right. America the Beautiful. Because despite what politics divide us, we live in the most beautiful country on the face of the earth. Yeah, America. Anyway, it's so good to see some people. I see Jane Chanel is here tonight. It's good to see her for the first time in the chat. Stephen Clark is here. I'm waiting for some other folks that usually come. can't wait to see Eva Espanola. She's not here yet, but I hope she comes. William Hong from Canada, from Ontario. Toronto, Canada. And Gregory Roberts from Nashville, Tennessee. So I'm going to do some different songs tonight. I'm a little tired today. I've been trying to purchase another music studio here in Savannah so I can set this beautiful, the instrument I'm playing is a 1925 Steinway L, Model L. It's a 6-foot piano, which has a beautiful bass sound if you can't hear it on this microphone. And it was made in Hamburg, Germany by Steinway and Sons. It's a very rare commodity, no cracks in the soundboard. The wood that's in this piano does no longer exist. It came out of the forest there in Germany. So yeah, if you're just perusing the site, you want to get in on the chat so we know who you are, where you're from, your likes, your wants, or whatever. Click the little white, it's not a circle, but it's an oblong circle. Enjoy the chat. Tell us who you are and where you're from. We'd like to know. All right? Here's a song that I like to play. It's one of my favorite songs. Hold me close, hold me fast. The magic spell you cast. This is love and rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs. And though I close my eyes, I see love and rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak from above, everyday word seems to turn into love song. Give your heart and to me, and life will always be lovely and rose. Retiree. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses
rose. Give your heart and soul to me, and life will always be Lafayette Rose.
Great song. Edith Piaf. Edith Piaf. How about that? Lafayette Rose. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm the Retiree. It's my live music podcast every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Where I don't know where if you get on the chat, let me know where you're from. Only one, two. Oh, Michigan is cold already, but it's. What do you expect? You're near Lake Superior. You're almost in Canada. It's going to be cold, but it's a beautiful state, Michigan. Michiganders. I've got a song I'll play in a minute for you guys, but let me play this couple of ragtime pieces for you. Another beautiful song. It's Rag. It's by Scott Joplin. It's called Solace, and that was featured in the movie The Sting. But interesting, a pianist in New Orleans, and Scott Joplin spent some time down in New Orleans. He was from Texarkana. That's where he's really from. In fact, there's a Scott Joplin museum there, of course, and he played on the Mississippi on the paddle wheel boats. But the influences in New Orleans, which is where jazz originated, because of the influences, was a habanera, which is this right here. What is it here? I'll play a New Orleans song. And yes, Stephen, it is the Sting. But no, I was just going. I wanted to say this before I forget it. All you Michiganders, have to be feeling pretty good because Oregon beat Ohio State in football yesterday. Only 1 point, but it doesn't make any difference as long as you win the game right. They beat Ohio State. Way to go, Oregon. Huh? Here you go. I'm going to play this next tune. It's coming up season, Christmas season pretty soon. I mean, we got to get to, I hate to rush into Christmas because I love Halloween and I really do love Thanksgiving and I don't want to diminish those holidays. Actually, wait a minute, before we get there, tomorrow is Columbus Day. Of course, this administration in the United States they've changed the name of it to Indigenous Peoples Day, but we all know for all the Italianos, it's Columbus Day because Columbus brought the Western European culture to the Caribbean, and we all learned that in school when we were very young. Columbus sailed the ocean blue, blah blah blah. You remember that. So tomorrow is Columbus Day. It is a federal holiday. I was going to do one more song from the Sting. And when is it? That's right. Thomas Jefferson once said, talking about political, our fourth president, Thomas Jefferson, political win, if you win by 1 vote, it's like a landslide. And I guess it's true. Here we go. How about this one? Of course, that's a famous song called The Entertainer from the movie The Sting. Oh gosh, what you told me it's Thanksgiving. Yeah, great movie, great musical theme. It sure was. I'm going to move into this next song. I just wanted to play this because I play this a lot at my main gig, which is at 1790s historic tavern, and a restaurant in Savannah, historic Savannah, Georgia. We are the oldest city in Georgia here in Savannah. And we've got all the history preserved from several wars, the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. And if you ever get a chance to visit Savannah, we have some fantastic restaurants and there's a lot of Southern charm and hospitality here. So if you ever get a chance to visit, this is our hot season going into the fall and winter because it's not too hot here. And it's mild days, cool nights, mild days. Oh, how about that? Here's a song by Henry Mancini And Henry Mancini is a great writer of movie themes and television themes. The Pink Panther, for example. But he wrote this song, and Johnny Mercer supplied the lyrics. Johnny Mercer was another Savanian, like I'm a Savanian, but he was a lyricist. So let me play this song here. It's called Sweetheart Tree. Anyway, that song is called Sweetheart Tree. It was a theme song for a movie called The Great Races. Featured a beautiful actress in the 20th century, Natalie Wood. Natalie Wood, it's a beautiful woman. Henry Mancini and Johnny Mercer wrote that particular song. But here's another song they wrote, and I'll play this for you right now. Here we go.
Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Old dream maker, you heartbreaker. Wherever you're going, I'm going your way. Two drifters off to see the world. It's such a lot of world to see, and we're after that same rainbow's end. Waiting around the bend, my huckleberry friend, the river and me. Drifters out to see the world, and there's such a lot of world to see, and we're after that same rainbow's end. My huckleberry friend, oh, Moon River and me.
Isn't that a great song? That song is affiliated or associated with Savannah. We do have Moon River is actually really here in Savannah. And it's an interesting story. None of you guys know all this stuff, but I have released a CD called Southern Charm and Swing back in the 1990s, and it did real well for me. It sold over 30,000 copies, and took me. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia during the Centennial Olympics. Atlanta is the capital city here in Georgia. Huge, over 6 million people there, maybe 7 now. I don't know. One of the largest airports in the world, Hartsfield Airport. And a very powerful city, a lot of entertaining, a lot of money, big sports. It's one of the top 10 cities in the United States. Anyway, that theme song right there, Moon River, comes from Breakfast at Tiffany's, which was a huge hit back in the 20th century. And Audrey Hepburn was the female star in that particular movie. But I was very fortunate to do a lot of research when I released Southern Charm and Swing. It's a tribute. All the songs were written by Johnny Mercer and the various artists who are very good artists. But when Johnny grew up here in Savannah, one of his close friends was Hal Rivers, and they lived out there near Vernonburg, which is a little city outside of Savannah. And in the summertime, they'd go down a riverbank and pick huckleberries from the bushes and eat them, like blueberries, a lot like blueberries. So that's where Johnny held on to that line in his My Huckleberry Friend. He's referring to his good buddy Hal Rivers. How about that? Okay. Yeah, thank you, Jane. Southern Charm and Swing is still out there, still available on Amazon.com. It's a wonderful big band tribute to the music of Johnny Mercer. I might do one of the songs from that CD here in a second. Nobody's asking for songs, so I'm going to play one of my favorite composers that Johnny worked with. Johnny was a lyricist, Johnny Mercer. He did write a couple of songs, but he mainly worked with some of the great songwriters in the history of American music. Harry Warren, who wrote Adjacent Topeka, Santa Fe. And You Must Have Been a Beautiful Baby, like this. everybody knows this song, so I won't do the rest of it. But I was going to do one of the most famous Johnny Murphy. Well, it's hard to say one of the most famous. Moon River is probably the most famous, or that's the one request I get. I probably play that song, Moon River, at least twice, 3 times a night, because people from all over the world come into 1790, especially across the United States. And that's the song everybody always requests, Moon River. And rightfully so, it's just a beautiful tune, you know. Henry Mancini wrote the tune, Henry Mancini. But I want to play a song from Harry Warren, Not At Last, although that was a great Etta James hit. But I'm going to do a song that stayed on the charts in the 40s. 52 weeks it was at the top of the charts. And I think you'll recognize this. So I'm going to play it for you right now. The weatherman says, the weatherman says it's raining. You never hear me complaining. Certain that the sun is shining. I don't care how the weatherman points. Weatherman points to gloomy. Gotta be sunny to me when your eyes look into mine. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get them eyes? Gosh, oh, get up, how to get so lit up. Gosh, oh, get up, how did they get that sign? They got a G when you turn your heels on. Whoa, it's me. Gotta turn my cheaters on. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get them peepers? All those weepers. I say, golly gee, when you turn those cheaters, woe is me. Gotta turn my cheaters on. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get them peepers? All those peepers, how they hypnotize. Where'd you get those eyes? Jeepers, creepers. It's a really interesting story. Johnny was watching a movie in a movie theater watching, and Henry Fonda, another great actor of the 20th century, was on a raft in a river and shouted out, "Jeepers, creepers." And Johnny kind of logged us. He could hear little phrases like that, log them in his mind, and then write songs about it. So, great lyricist, Johnny Mercer. I've got a request for a couple of songs, but I was going to go ahead and do this song for all the people up in, the Michiganders. You know what it is, the Michiganders? There was a beautiful movie filmed up there in Mackinac Island, and it featured Christopher Reeves in the title role. Christopher Reeves was a great, beautiful man, 6'4", terrific throwback to the age of Jimmy Stewart's and Clark Gables and people like that. And of course, he had the unfortunate riding accident. He became a paraplegic, but it's called Somewhere in Time. And I think Michiganders will recognize the beauty of that Mackinac Island and that the movie was filmed there somewhere in time. Isn't that great? Yeah, Steve, I'm reading what you wrote, and I hear you can go stay in the room up there, and there's a suite that's been redone to replicate the movie. And anyway, I hope I get to see Mackinac Island here one day soon. I'd like to see this. I'm going to do a few more songs here because I'm going to run out of time. I'm sorry, just how things go. Got an hour of podcast here. I'm the retiree. I know it's a misnomer because I'm not retired. I work like crazy, but that's who I am, the retiree live. I'm here every Sunday evening, Eastern Standard Time. 8 p.m. Put it on your calendar. Love to see you guys come back here. Anybody accessing the site wants to join the chat, hit the little open app and then, that sort of thing. I'm going to do a little classical thing here because I just feel like it. One of my favorite classical composers, J.S. Johann Bach. Minuet in G. All right, I'm going to do one more song here out of this particular book because I'm in this book. And I've recorded this song for several of the singers. On our platform, we have some terrific, talented artists on Backstage Live artists. Nola Young, Carly Talamantes. We have some really terrifically talented people. Doc Benson, Proud Country. And of course, the Retiree Live. I'm here every Sunday night at 8 p.m. I'm going to do this song just because you can see this on my YouTube video on our site. I've got an extraordinary amount of views and likes of this song within 24 hours. So it's the theme song from the Charlie Brown series of songs. I'm going to do Schroeder's version of this song, Linus and Lucy. No, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Linus and Lucy Schroeder. Schroeder. The Schroeder in me comes out every time I play that song. Isn't that a great song? You're right, Stephen. It never grows old. And we're getting ready to head into the Christmas season. You get to hear the Charlie Brown Christmas, which is a wonderful show if you've never seen it. Okay. Here's a song I recorded for the people on our platform. It's called, it's a great song, introduced by Judy Garland in the famous movie The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, that's Somewhere Over the Rainbow from the great hit. I mean, these are timeless songs. That's the kind of songs I'm playing for you tonight. Timeless songs of your life, if you will. Uh, Next week, I'll try to work in some more Beatles songs and some of your requests. But, here we are at the end of this podcast. In fact, I'm going over a little bit. I saw where my operations director said, there's an audience there, so keep playing. But I want to thank everyone for showing up to my show, my live streaming podcast. I'm the Retiree Live. I'm on the platforms Backstage Live Artists. You can catch my YouTube video of Linus and Lucy, the theme song from Peanuts, and other things. Other artists are on there as well. Hope you'll take some time when you get time to view our platform. And come back here next Sunday, if you will. I'd love to see you again. Join the chat. And tell us who you are, where you're from, et cetera, et cetera. But here's my closing theme for tonight. Thank you from my heart to you for joining me on this podcast. Okay? Moonbeam is a new viewer on the podcast. I want to say hello. I don't know where you're from, Moonbeam. She says hi. Hi. Hi, Moonbeam. But here's my closing song for you guys. Okay. I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh and sing some songs. Since we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time I have to say so long. There's a time we set aside for dreaming, and the time to do the things we have to do. But the time I like the best is in the evening. I can spend some moments here with you. Time comes around, feeling lonely. I'm feeling oh so blue. I just sit back and tell you I love you, and the loneliness goes rushing through. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh and sing some songs. Since we just get started, before you know it, comes the time I have to say so long. Join me in the chat and VIP room after this podcast. Thank you so much for being here tonight. See you next time. The Retiree Live.